What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quarter. Hoping you have a wonderful week. It's Friday, not the end of my work week. I will be producing videos on Saturday as well as probably live streaming. And I appreciate all of your support. I have but one favor to ask on this Friday, and that is if you haven't yet. I know like 40+% of my viewers aren't subscribed. I know it's never going to be zero, but let me ask for just one bit of support. If you haven't yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below the video if you feel like I've earned it. I know a lot of people just check the channel, come back to the channel, and that's okay. I appreciate you tuning in. But also, YouTube likes to know that people want to subscribe to a channel. It definitely helps in terms of getting videos recommended occasionally. So I hope that I will earn your subscription today. I'm like 200 away from kind of a next little bump in subscribers, and so yeah, thank you. Anyway, cancel culture is now reaching deep into the depths of blog posts that you write 15 years in the past to end up getting fired over. Look, there is a lot of legitimate bad behavior in the gaming industry that needs to be called out. And I feel like I've been pretty consistent in calling it out on this channel. Now, just because I don't hashtag believe all women doesn't mean I don't hashtag believe facts. I 100% believe, you know, that there's been some terrible behavior at Blizzard because you, Blizzard employees have emailed me to tell me about it. But now I think we've overcorrected. I think that the industry is making smart changes to, you know, make workplaces less like frat houses and things like that. But now we have a man who was fired over a 15-year-old blog post. I'm not kidding. Apex Legends developer fired over comments that he made 15 years ago. They leave that out. The Battle Royale designer called women morons and equated Africans with animals. Daniel Klein, a lead game designer at Apex Legends, was recently fired from his job at Respawn after screenshots of an old blog post and public conversations surfaced showing the developer making unsavory comments. These images, which came to light last month, include derogatory remarks about both women and people from Africa. In one, Klein is seen referring to X chromosomes, biologically designated traditionally to indicate female, as the moron chromosome. Oh, come on. Come on. Like, is that like, you know, maybe the guy just got cheated on, for crying out loud. This is freaking 2007. All right? 2007. Another shows him speaking about his African neighbors as if they were animals, saying, if you feed them, they'll come back and make a mess all over the place. Again, that's certainly spicier than the first comment. I'd have to know the context that it was in. Was he making a joke? Was he like literally saying they're subhuman? There's a difference there. Klein acknowledged that these screenshots were real on July 27th and apologized for their contents, while also noting that they were from 2007. According to additional research done by Apex Legends personality Thornton Smash, this means Klein's would have been around 27 at the time. The news of Klein's firing was broken yesterday afternoon by the developer himself, who published a lengthy Twitter thread explaining the situation and apologizing for his past comments. Is this really... Well, they already have me blocked. I'm defending you, bro. Come on, man. Is this really where we want to go? Like, is this justice? He apologized for it. He obviously regretted it. And you fired him anyway? Like, what is the point? Quote, I've poured so much energy into becoming a better person since then, and right now I'm just very depressed because it feels like I'll never be able to make up for who I was, Klein wrote. I said bad things, not because I deeply believed any of them, but because I knew I would get a reaction out of people. That does not excuse anything I said. The impact of my words was the same regardless of what I believed. He's still apologizing. is this this is what cancel culture actually looks like. Okay, it leaves no road to redemption. Even people that I have been harshly critical of, people like Anita Sarkeesian, she has to have a path to redemption. Zoe, these people have to have a path to redemption. Obviously, it's a path that they have to choose, but you can't just keep burying people over and over again for things that they did in the past. It's just not reasonable. And you know what? I've been guilty of that too. I really have. And I do need to get better. And I think that ultimately, even if I'm not personally offended by what this guy said. I mean, they sound like edgy, like troll comments, but I mean, you called women morons unironic, like it was non-specific, and it was 15 years ago. And now you're firing him? What example does that actually set? Klein, who previously worked as a League of Legends designer at Riot Games, has also had a contentious relationship with the Apex Legends community since joining Respawn in early 2020. His progressive politics, work on gameplay balance for Apex Legends character like Watson often led to squabbles and mean words on social media, some of which Kotaku has seen play out firsthand. Some have posted that he may have been the driving factor for the discovery of these past statements. So this guy is, turns out this guy is a woke, like, this is a classic woke backfire. Like SJW game developer, I'm thinking of a title right now. SJW game developer fired for calling women morons 15 years ago. Like, I still feel bad for him. I fully own the awful bigoted statements I made in 2007, and I'm disgusted with my younger self for making them. But there's also no doubt in my mind that they came to light because someone went looking for things to hurt me. Oh, here it is. EA was aware of the allegation, and I specifically asked them to be on the lookout for these strategies being used against other employees in the future. Kotaku reached out to Respawn after their termination, but, you know, so essentially, this person is some sort of woke. Hold on a second. I need to just verify something. Pronouns. Yes, pronouns are in the bio. I knew it. You know, I think that's an issue. You know, he's still apologizing. He says, as of last Friday, no longer working with Respawn. You can't see this, but I will be very open here and say that I'm heartbroken and depressed. It's been a very dark few days. You may or may not have seen that awful bigoted things I said in 2007. I wholeheartedly agree that that guy should be fired. I have poured much energy into becoming a better person since then, and I'm very depressed because it feels like I'll never be able to make up that. I said bad things. I said bad things, not because I deeply believe them, because I could get a reaction. That does not excuse things. Yeah. You know, I don't know. He even says, again, EA and Respawn were absolutely in their rights to terminate me. I don't know. Like, I don't believe they actually were. I don't think that. The idea that you think it's okay to be fired from a job for a blog post or a comment you made 15 years ago says that you're still drinking the Kool-Aid. And that's sad. That's really sad. I don't think I support this in the even the smallest possible way. And it's sad. But it's also kind of funny. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hey, I hope you get out there and try to enjoy your weekend, by the way, this weekend. I know there's a lot going on out there in the world, but try to take just a few minutes for yourself. Even if it's just 5 minutes or 10 minutes to sit outside and read a comic book or read a book. Get outside if you can and just be alone for a few minutes and take stock. because I think people don't do that enough. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.